Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get their ass kicked. Somebody's gonna get their wig split. Somebody's gonna get their ass kicked. Beat him up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat him up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat him up, break his neck. It's the Sunday Segue TV, episode 11 on OneWrestling.com. It's the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa, out here with my boy, the No Shady Tom Brady.
I didn't even know you were going to start with that. Then when you were singing, I was just like singing along. I didn't realise we started. Yo, that was sick. I like that.
Had to do it like that, man.
Yeah. I love Mark Henry's theme. So good.
I should have worn my salmon jacket, shouldn't I, guys? Yeah. It's episode 11. We here. I don't know where Fame is, but hey, it's all good. He's in America. It's early. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta get that sleep.
Gotta get that sleep, man. So I don't blame you, son. I don't blame you. Either way, we had a show to do. We got a show to do. Guys, you know by now, it's Sunday Segue TV. We give you the best in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And we have a pay-per-view happening right now. So we won't spoil anything, guys. We won't spoil anything. We will review it next week. But we will talk about the last show on the road to Invasion Attack. So, guys, you can check us out. This at Sunday Segue, spelled SEGUE, and you can follow me. It's at Kinny Killa, KILLA. Bang, Mr. No Shady Tom Brady.
At TBrady94. That's TBRADY 94 _. I almost forgot to spell my own name for a minute there.
What about you, Shiki? How do you spell Shiki? Iran #1, America tour. All right, jeez, stand over there. Tell me you did not just say that.
Bit of curtain there as well. Nice. Love the hair. Love the hair structure on Booker T there.
The one lock. Make sure you check out Bill Apter as Apter1 Wrestling on Twitter. Make sure you check out OneWrestling.com and also check out Big Slam Nation episode 23. If you haven't listened to it, where have you been? Make sure you listen to it, guys. Big Ray is back, so make sure you check that out. Okay, Fabe, I did see your sign, mate. I did see your sign on Raw. Don't worry about that. I saw your sign, so it's all good. Okay, Fabe. I want to give a shout out to Josh Floberg. You know who you are, son. Know who you are. You want to give any shout outs? One, Tom Brady?
I don't think I have any this week, though. Just thanks for everyone for tuning into the Segway live show. If you caught that was real fun. I was up so late, like 5 a.m. And after watching 7 hours, Mania is long, man. Mania is long. Long, man. Yeah.
Like, proper long. Dude,
yeah.
We had to cut that off halfway through the Triple H Roman Reigns match because that match, that stunk the joint out for me. That tastes like feet, basically. That was it. Nasty.
The bit that did it for me, that Rock segment, that was not for me. It really burnt me out, and
I was like, "What is this, Magic Mike?"
Yeah. I mean, but like, all I was thinking was like, give that 5 minutes or 5 minutes of that to Ambrose and Brock, and you've got a solid match there. It was just, it was so disappointing. But I enjoyed Mania overall. A good weekend of wrestling. That's probably the best way to put it.
Good weekend. That's WWE. This is New Japan Pro Wrestling. We give you Road to Invasion Attack. Invasion Attack is happening as we speak, but we want to update you guys on what's happening. Okay, so let's do this. Let's kick into it. Let's give you an update on the last Road to Invasion Attack. We had Konemitsu tagging with Yushin Thunder Liger against Tiger Mask and Taguchi. Tiger Mask and Taguchi took that down. We also had Jay White and Kushida being defeated by Roppongi Vice, who are going up against Aerial Dogfight, One Ricochet and Matt Sydal. We also had Yoshihashi Toriyano and Tomohiro Ishii defeating David Finlay, Nakanishi, and Yuji Nagata. I love saying Manabu Nakanishi. That just rolls off the tongue.
You got that one nailed, man.
Manabu Nakanishi. We also had Kojima and Tenzan Tenkozi defeating Juice Robinson and Shibata.
Nova lost to Shibata. Real big losing streak now. Real big. Yeah. How many's on? Like 20, something like that?
Yo, that's a lot, dude. Whatever it is, it's a lot. It is
Interesting booking.
I think someone tapped out to the Anaconda Vice, I think, from Tenzan, so that don't look pretty.
Yeah.
We also had Tangaroa, Tamatonga, Yujiro Takahashi, Bad Luck Fale, and Kenny Omega defeating Captain New Japan, Elgin, Tanahashi, Honma, and Makabe. Going to be interesting to see these guys face off for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. We also had the main event. We had Bushi, Evil, and Naito go over Okada, Goto, and Gedo again. Man, this is going to be crazy. Let's go on to Invasion Attack predictions, because this is going to be crazy. Let's start off with the main event. IWGP Heavyweight Championship match, Kazuchika Okada versus Tatsuya Naito. Man, loads of things could happen here. The ball's in Naito's court. He's done so much so far. He's gotten over. His road to Invasion Attack has been amazing. Brady, what do you think, man?
Yeah, his road has been real good because though Ignorable has been beat quite a few times, he's never taken a pinfall and he's never getting whipped at the end. He's always on the right side of the standoff at the end. I'm going to go my boy, Naito. I've got to see him win. He's got to win, in my opinion, because that gets him right up there. Like, oh my God.
It's the right time.
It's now or never, I would say, maybe. You could kill this faction, not intentionally, but they could be killed if the momentum is lost. Because I still think they're the best thing in wrestling at the minute. And, yeah, I'm going to go Naito.
Naito, nice, yeah. I have to echo those. Yeah, I have to, man. Just I called it. I said, what if? Isn't it the right time? And I think it may be the right time. You know, Okada can definitely come back, but I think it's Naito's time. He's done enough with his character to warrant this. So why not? It's time for a heel champ.
Time for a heel champ, yeah.
Let's go to the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. Great bash heel, GBH, Honma and Makabe, the champions facing against the Gorillas of Destiny, Tamatonga and Tangaroa. Man, now it's easy to say, okay, debuting, you know, will they get a win? But I don't know. This one's a hard one to call.
Well, especially with Honma and Makabe having so much momentum, like they're really solid. All the matches recently have been very, very strong. I've really enjoyed watching them. I think I'm gonna go for the Gorillas because I think a debuting character makes more sense. Though I don't think I want that to happen. But I'm interested to see him go down because, like we say, really impressed with Tamatonga at the minute. Real good. Really interested to see how Tangaroa comes in and does. But I think that'll be a solid match. I think that's going to be a 4-star, 4.5 star match. And I tell you what, I reckon if Naito wins these belts will stay on Honma and Makabe.
That's a good shout. Next we have the Never Openweight Championship. Now this
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. This one is a bit touchy because Shibata has been losing on the road. Like, he's lost every match on the road, I think, and
he only beat Kojima.
Yeah, he
and that was the only one.
And it's a tough one, man. It's Tenzan's got form.
I can't. I just personally can't see him putting the belt on Tenzan.
Yeah,
like
it's silly.
They can do it. Well, it's silly in the sense that Shibata, I think, is a way better character moving forward. I think he's got is some of the future of New Japan. Tenzan's had his day. He's also in bad shape. His knees are really shot. I'm gonna go Shibata, and I think this will be a rise back up for Shibata. And then maybe we're thinking like G1. Maybe he'll be one of the main players in that coming up, and I think he'll keep that title for a while. I think he's holding that for some time.
Okay. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. We'll talk about G1 after. Right. So we have the Never Open Weight 6-man Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the Elite, facing off against the returning Yoshitatsu, Michael Elgin, and Tanahashi. Now, the Elite, Young Bucks, Nick, Mato Jackson, and Kenny Omega are gold. Almost like it looks like this rivalry with the New Day thing's going to continue. So it would make sense them having a strap. What do you think? Do you think that the straps stay on them?
I think the straps do stay on them. And I saw Omega said he's going to give Tatsu the Styles Clash, which is real heely, like, considering that broke his neck like not so long ago. Like, this has got to stay with them, in my opinion. Like, and I don't see a reason for the belt to move off to a team that have just been thrown together. And the Elite are on point. Like, it's genuinely interesting because for the first time in probably ever, I genuinely think we may see a crossover match at some point this year. I genuinely think we may see the Elite and New Day. If both are still hot by October-y sort of time when things get a bit stale.
How do they do that? I mean, if they face off, they'll probably do some kind of face off on up, down, down like that. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely happen.
And actually, like creating the Elite on like 2K16,
yeah,
and then facing off that way. I could see that.
You know, that'd be super fun to watch.
But yeah,
I genuinely think though there's a small, it's a tiny chance, like so small. But there's a tiny chance if they do another one night show in Japan that this could happen. It's a tiny chance, but just the way it's going, and you know this up down thing, and with the global cruiserweight tournament, how that goes, they might appreciate having people who aren't in the company coming in, get those pops, get people known, you know, and Omega's going to be in WWE one day, and you know I think that's inevitable, and the Bucks are way more convinced to go now. They've got way more reason to go now as well. I don't know. It could happen. And if that never say never in wrestling.
Never say never. Yeah. And if it did happen, squeaky bum time for New Japan.
Indeed. Yeah, but exciting at the same time. Yeah,
definitely for the business at least. All right. So IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. I am looking forward to this. My man, Will Ospreay.
Did you see his match with Ricochet from last weekend
on Evolve? No, I need to check that out. Was that for Evolve 58?
Yeah, it was a wonderful match. Apart from Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, match of the weekend, 100%. It was awesome. Honestly, if you get time to check that out, check it out. I think it's on Daily Motion. I think that's where I caught it. So nice. Check it out. It's awesome match, guys.
I will definitely be checking that out. Make sure you check that out, One Wrestling fans. All right, so who do you reckon is going to take this down? Because this match, I feel it's going to be... Yeah?
It's my boy Will. He's coming in.
You reckon he's...
We're going over and we're taking Japan, and I think... You know, if Tonga Roa, you know, we were just saying, like, debuting, probably will get a title. This man's getting a title. Especially if Okada loses his, so Chaos still have a belt. That's cool. I like that idea. He is getting this title, and he is going to show everyone in Japan how good he is. Because we know, but not, you know, he's not... Because obviously, us being in the UK, he's so well known over here. But I thought he was more well known worldwide. But other than PWG, he's been pretty much nowhere. And he will smash it. This will be a solid. This will be maybe the match of the card, and he will take it down. Awesome.
Looking forward to this match very much. Saw Will Ospreay live last year against Okada at Rev Pro, which was just amazing. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. Kushida is the young darling of New Japan's pro wrestling, and they've got a lot stacked on this guy. So it wouldn't surprise me if he lost this and went on to win the, the Super J Cup. But yeah,
that's a cool prediction. I like that. I like that idea.
All right, so now we have IWGP Tag Team Championships, aerial dogfight, Matt Sydal and Ricochet versus Roppongi Vice, Beretta and Rocky Romero. Now,
another great match.
Now, if the rumors are true that Ricochet is going to WWE, and they have been telling people that, you know, he is not available for any more dates past this win, if they lose, which means they lose the titles, which means we have new champs, Roppongi Vice. Now, what's your thoughts?
Roppongi have a good road as well. Roppongi have done well on the road. They've come back. They've had a bit of an absence, you know. Real fun, real good watch, both of them. On the note of Ricochet as well, very interesting, obviously, because his Lucha Underground future is also... He's a key character. He was the character in Lucha Underground. So I'm interested to see as well if he is to come to WWE, which I certainly think he is. I've got to be honest. I think it's pretty much nailed on. Interesting to see if they go with just the Ricochet character or if they go more a Prince Puma character, because he's, you know, that's more storyline driven, and that's the only thing that I could see Ricochet maybe not getting over in WWE. You know, he could come across as a bland character who just flies, a bit like your Neville and your Apollo Crews have at the minute. But this will be another sick match, and Roppongi Vice for me.
Yeah, well, he's been killed off of Lucha Underground. Maybe he's coming. So
Maybe.
Roppongi Vice. Roppongi. I love that theme song. Roppongi.
How awesome is the name? I think that's the best tag
I
team
know.
name. Roppongi Vice.
Oh man! All right, so we got Hiroki Goto and Tamura Ishii versus Bushi and Evil. Man, this is gonna be interesting. The scraps these guys have had on the road has been interesting. Boy, who takes this one down, man?
I'm expecting from this Ishii and Evil smashing each other constantly. Goto getting a bit there. I think Bushi's going to claim the win for the in this.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him getting I don't know. I can just see because he's the flyer. Almost like that's the story. Like everyone's just pounding each other, and he'll just nick in and hit a load of fast moves and just be too quick almost. And I think that'd be really cool if they did that. And I think again, my boys Ignorables, that's gonna have to be them for me.
Yeah, it's weird, man. How they've all of a sudden just turned this faction around into something so good to the point where there are boys, man.
Yeah, they are
Bullshit.
boys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a t-shirt and everything.
Oh, dude, we have to. I need to get a Lucha Underground t-shirt as well. But we need to,
Real good, isn't it?
Pro Wrestling Tees that. All right, so Yushin Thunder Liger, Yuji Nagata, and Kojima versus Yoshihashi, Sakuraba, Toru Yano. Little bit of a comedy match. Who's taking that one down?
I'll go for Yano and everyone. The comedy match. It's his thing. It's his forte. So I think he's taking that down. He's got it. This one of those matches. It's going to be 5 minutes maybe.
Something like that. Yeah.
Bit of fun. Split up a pay per view. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine match. Not really bothered who wins. Probably be very entertaining. That's what I'll say.
Okay, and then we see, I think this is going to be the first match on the card. Yush Robinson and Takuchi versus Yujiro Takahashi and Bad Luck Fale. Who takes this one? Does anyone really care?
No, probably not. But I'm going to go to Bullet Club. They'll take it down.
Mm-hmm.
They need a win. I think because they've been a bit with the elite thing. I think they're suffering from a little bit of an identity crisis. Because especially with Tonga Roa coming in, it's been a bit. I don't think it's been the clean, slick booking that the Bullet Club have received for the past few years. And I think they need to get a bit more. Synergy and get a bit more in line. Like everything needs to be a bit more systematic now.
Yeah.
Because they're hurting their own image a little bit. I genuinely feel it, and it's a shame because I want them to be the best. But this elite thing, I think, is thrown. It
has messed it up a bit with this elite thing.
But I think this could get them back on track.
Definitely. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching Invasion Attack this week. We will be reviewing this next week, guys. So just bear with us, please. I mean, we would have watched it at 8 a.m. this morning, but some of us kind of got mashed up last night, so that couldn't happen. That couldn't really happen. So, but nevertheless, what we're gonna do is I want to put a question to you, Brady, about the G1 because if Naito wins, Okada Shibata final G1, Okada Shibata, Okada Elgin.
I'm thinking Shibata is doing some real good work in the G1 this year. By the way, guys, reviewing that, please bear with us when it comes down to the G1 because that's going to be crazy.
Oh, man.
But I'm going to go Shibata is going to do real well. I think it'll be the final. I think Haruki Goto is going to have a good tournament. I think Okada, if he loses, Naito, whichever one loses, good tournament as well. Elgin, there's so many... those people just under the main event, or just bubbling under, ready to explode. And the G1 often is someone who just explodes out. I'm going to pick Shibata for that whole thing. And the loser of the main event of Invasion Attack will face him. That's how I'm going to go.
The loser of the loser of the. Okay, so if Naito wins, then you're saying it's going to be Okada Shibata. In the final of the
G1. So if Okada wins, it'll be Naito versus Shibata. That's how I'm going to go.
Wrestle Kingdom 11, and Shibata goes over.
Potentially so. I genuinely think that they are going with Shibata.
Yeah.
And this losing streak, it's a good story moving into the G1. It's a good story to have going to Wrestle Kingdom. after last year as well, he had the best match on the undercard, apart from the 2 main events. I genuinely feel they're going to pull the trigger with him. I think it will be Okada versus Shibata. I think that's what we'll go with for the main event of Wrestle Kingdom, unless someone debuts and just blows the roof off the place. But really interesting times for New Japan.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, very, very, very interesting indeed. So we have got the next pay-per-view. The next road is the road to Wrestling Dontaku, people. The road to Wrestling Dontaku is going to be a long road ahead. Wrestling Dontaku takes place in Fukuoka on the 3rd of May. 3rd
Quite
of
a way away.
I love the artwork they do for Wrestling Dontaku. I absolutely love it. Make sure you guys check that out. Wrestling Dontaku. The poster for it is amazing. In between that, on the 29th of April, we do have Wrestling Hino Kuni, which is like it's just a little house show before, so we'll see that. I think they have it in Kamamoto. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see that. So yeah, we've got a lot coming up. So the road to Wrestling Dontaku, like I said, we've got Wrestling Hinokuni. So much expert, like trying to pronounce this is crazy, guys. And then we've got Wrestling Dontaku. So yeah, and then again we've got another New Japan Road after that, 2 days after Wrestling Dontaku. So we've got a lot to look forward to, guys. A lot to look forward to. Then we have the best of the Super Junior. So we've got loads to look up to, guys. So okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to winner or waste man. Right. So we have 3 people always on the panel. So this week, numero uno is MVP. Now, Brady, why is MVP on the panel?
Okay, so MVP this week, he's recently been hired by one of our favourite shows, Lucha Underground. Superb this season, by the way. Check it out if you ever get time. He supposedly leaked some Lucha Underground spoilers on his own podcast and has subsequently been fired by the writers, which is so stupid, because the way Lucha Underground works is completely different to any other wrestling, because it's a series, it's a story from start to finish. You know, it's like a Breaking Bad or a Game of Thrones sort of style systematic thing, rather than just Monday Night Raws, and that is so stupid. And I'm so glad I avoided those spoilers, because I don't want to know what happens. But so he's been hired and fired so fast, and for that, MVP, you are a waste man.
2 weeks.
Absolute waste, man.
2 weeks, dude.
That's that's stupid, man.
You've burnt bridges, mate, with everyone. Like,
yeah. He's real. He's backing himself into a real corner. You know, do you reckon we'll see him back in WWE at any point? Or?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he's past his sell-by date now.
Dude, to think you were a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion. What's up with that? Oh god. Okay, he is a waste man. So next we have Ricochet. Now Ricochet, there's been rumors on the dirt sheets that he, obviously, like we've said, be joining WWE. If he leaves New Japan and joins WWE, we've got the global cruiserweight series happening. Obviously NXT is kicking off. If this does happen, is Ricochet a winner or is he a waste man?
I think I've got to say he's a winner. Like that's the tip. Couldn't get any words out there. That's the tip of the mountain. That's the tip of the mountain right now. And NXT, he could be a finalist in the Global Cruiserweights. I think he'll be in the final 4. I'm looking at him, Sabre Jr. at the minute, probably Ibushi, and one more. Who would that be? I don't know. But that's what I'm looking at the minute, and he's a real winner if he can get in there. He'll get over in an instant. You know, he's super fast, super high flying. If they give him a character as well, a main event player in NXT certainly, Intercontinental Champion at the very least.
There you go, Ricochet.
Winner.
All right, last one. Maurice, the lovely and gorgeous Maurice has made her return to the E. Obviously, she is the shoot wife. She's the real wife of the one Miz. She made a return, slapping Zack Ryder's daddy in his mouth chops. Man, she looked great. Now she returned. Don't know if she returned for good or not, but she returned nevertheless. Is she a winner or is she a waste woman?
I think this is a real good move. I think this is awesome. Like, Miz needs some heater, and she's a very good heater so far. Really good on Raw, really good on SmackDown. I would like to see some kind of Hollywood stable around him, like Miz and Maurice, maybe Tyler Breeze, maybe, I don't know who your fourth man would be, fifth man. Real cool. I'm going to go winner. I'm really enjoying that. And I think it's a really good way of moving the title on. But also, Zack Ryder versus Miz on SmackDown. Brilliant match.
Oh, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. Wow, okay, that's great, man. I mean, it's some really interesting guys on the panel for winner or waste man. Guys, what do you think? If you have anyone who you want to be put on the panel for winner or waste man, please tweet us or email us.
Put it in the comments.
Just put it in the comments below. Let us know. All right, just make sure you let us guys know. And if your predictions as well, let us know your predictions for Invasion Attack, please, guys.
Whoever gets the most right, we'll give you a shout out next week. There you go. So do them in the comments.
Maybe you might get one of these wonderful teams. You never know. You never know.
You never know. Anyways, put them in the comments below, and we'll give the shout out to the winner though. That'd be cool.
Right, One Wrestling fans and Segheads, it is the end of the show. Episode 11. Man, just make sure you join us next week for Invasion Attack. We're going to review that show for you. You can follow us as at Sunday Segue spelled SEGUE. Follow me at Kinny Killa KILLA.
At tbrady94_. Tweet us all your thoughts on Invasion Attack if you watched them. You know, it'd be nice to actually have some fan feedback to read out on the show, so that'd be real good as well. So
that'd be great. So
let us know anything about the show, guys, and we'll be or if there's anything you want from us, that'd be cool as well. Yeah,
if you want to see different segments, if you know, just let us know. Please comment below, please, in the comment section. Like us as well, and please subscribe to our channel and One Wrestling's channel. You see the links at the end of the show. So make sure you do that. Hopefully Faye will be back next week. I know I will be, and I know he will be. So there you go, people. We'll be back with Invasion Attack 2016. So guys, if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo! But you want wrestling fans don't. So without further ado, guys, let's go bring the unity together and say 1, 2, 3. Hey, we want some praise. We want some praise. There you go. That's right. We're just bringing all of our customers.